Why is it every time there's a makeover, y'all always have to bring this out? Stay tuned. All right, welcome to another episode of Haire here. Today we're going to be talking about and reviewing the all-black show called, it's called ALLBLK. It's called My Main Problem. My first things first is that I'm not going to lie to you. I watched the episode for 10 minutes and I cut it off. Like, the episode is trash. Like, first off, the first part that threw me off was the fact that I knew at some point they were going to add extensions. And my thing is, like, I understand that, honestly, like, the hairstylist himself, like, he's amazing. You can tell he's really versed in his craft. But me personally, like, what's the point of doing a makeover? You're just telling, like, I want you to feel beautiful about yourself. Here's some extensions. Like, that don't make no sense. Like, I'm watching the episode. So the first part of the episode is, I guess she was a former cheerleader for the NFL, and I told you guys I was this close. Okay, I got my splits down. I was this close to being, fun fact, I was this close to being a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. But once they told me you only make $50 per game, foundation costs $50. Rihanna Fenty's blush is $45, and you're trying to tell me you're gonna be paying me $50 American a game to hoop and holler? Absolutely not. Anyways, but like I was saying, going with her being a cheerleader and her doing like that's a lot of strain on your hair back and forth. So I understand her having damage, but my issue is the fact that, like, they sat there and then gave her more extensions. And then I saw them braiding her hairline. I was like, listen, when your front of your hair needs TLC, do not touch it. Okay? I don't know what they were going to figure out to do with it, but I personally, like, I would just put her on like I'd put her on a clear hair program where she don't touch her hair at all. Like, literally, I don't understand how sensitive the front part of your hair is. Like, it's so easy for it to break and not come back. So I personally feel like that part, I like what he did. It was a natural hairstyle, so that's different. I know in the NFL you have to have a consistency with your hair. For us chameleons out here, I'll call us that. For us chameleons out here who like to change our hair often, in the NFL, as an NFL cheerleader, it has to be consistent because you have to take photos, and me personally, I think it's because they're hating, but you have to be consistent with your hairstyle, similar to working at Hooters. You have to have a consistent hairstyle that's approved by management. So I can see where, even though a hairstyle was hurting her hairline, I can see how she would have to just keep putting up with it, to get that exposure. But me personally, like, I'm watching the episode, I'm just like, I get it. Okay. I'm not trying to say everybody's perfect, but I get the reasoning behind the show. Okay, I can say that. I get the reasoning behind the show, but me personally, it's a no for me. My hairstyle, I would have gave her, I would have been like, hey, maybe you need to, sit this, semester out. It's not like a teacher. You need to sit this semester out and just really just have your hair in 4 big, twists, not braids. I don't even think her hairline can last twists, but I would say put her in like 4 different twists, I'm trying to say, and just jumbo twists so she can, have her hair heal. The next part I would say for sure is to just understand that when they're doing a makeover, I always hear make straight. And that's I hear makeover, you hear makeover, I hear make straight. So this is gonna go to my next part, the other part of the episode. Like I said, the part that I didn't cut out. For all I know, there's more episode, but I wasn't really pressed about I didn't want to see anything else. Okay, if you want to review episode 2, I need for y'all to make this video go to 100 views in one day. If not, I'm not watching any more of the episodes, okay? Unless it's really aggy, okay? Unless it's really where you have to. But no, I just feel like that part, I was just watching, I was like, okay, skip. So the next part is make straight, aka makeover. So she has a tendency to wear a lot of wigs, and so what he ended up doing was giving her a relaxer and then giving her another wig. Did you hear that? Let's run it back. He gave her a relaxer and then gave her another wig. Do you know how crazy that looks and sounds? Do you know how crazy that is? So you've been protective styling your hair under these wigs. So let me give you relaxer, which you already know. As someone who had internal and internal and external side effects with having relaxer, you'll know if you see me with a relaxer in, if you ever see me with a relaxer in, it is not me. The aliens done took my body over, okay? It is not me. I would never put a relaxer. I literally can smoke a cigarette for 3 hours each day, and that still won't do the damage that a relaxer will do to you. That's how bad it is. Like, I'm not trying to, now mind you, I'm not sitting here and saying, you know, I'm one of those natural hair generals who's out here telling you what to do with your hair, but literally that's how toxic it is to your body. Okay, that's how toxic it is to your body. So when I sit there and tell you that I'm serious about the fact that they put a relaxer in her hair, I was so disappointed. Afterwards, like I said, the ending result, once again, some of these people are just hairgicians out here and they do their thing. But I was disappointed. Like, you're literally setting her up for failure, because the thing about relaxer is upkeep. Natural hair is routine. Relaxer is upkeep. I'm so glad you asked. The difference between upkeep and routine, now mind you, sometimes the money, depending on your skill, can be similar, but most of the time when it's upkeep, it's a necessity. Now, you need to have a natural hair routine for your natural hair, but it's not required. Once you stop putting relaxer in your hair, your scalp's gonna start searching for it. Okay, so when I was switching over from having a relaxer to natural, I had bald spots the size of dimes because my hair was searching for the relaxer. So it's basically, I'm trying to simplify it, but basically, like, if your hair is not, you don't have relaxer, your curly hair is just gonna push up, and those ends become weaker and weaker and weaker to where they're literally at one point, my hair was just disintegrating in my fingers. Like, I would wash my hair and it would wash my hand back. Okay, I would wash my hair and it would wash me back. And I don't know. I was finally becoming this, like, I can't believe I did a relaxer for 10 years. I did a relaxer from 10 years, from ages 10 to 24. And looking back, I was like, that was actually too long. Okay, that was actually too long. It did so much damage. Like, I only did a relaxer for 10 years. I never was born with a relaxer. You know, most people aren't, you know, unfortunately, some people do, you know, their baby will be 14 months. I'm making it divide by 12 today. Some of the babies will be 14 months, and then they'll have to get the relaxer put in because their parent wants to deal with the straighter hair, but it's upkeep. Upkeep is a requirement. Routine is a necessity. Okay. Two different things. Okay. So when I sit there and seeing him adding more, like, you're going from wearing a wig where you can just slap on like a Lego piece, and then you're bringing her to go have this upkeep. I don't know how she's supposed to keep up with this. Like, this is money. And no offense, but inflation is not stopping. Like, 60K is a new 45K. 200K is a new 100K. Like, you got to be serious right now. Who's going to sit here and be able to afford an $80 relaxer? Can you afford an $80 relaxer every 8 weeks? That's if your hair's not stubborn. My hair was stubborn. Every 6 weeks, I had to slap. Every 6 weeks, my hair was just like, now you know. every 6 weeks, my hair was like, now. Like, every 6 weeks, my hair was just like, stop playing around. But no, I was disappointed. And that just brings me to my final point, is the fact that, like, we need more shows like this, because, like I said, like, hair is such an integral part of our community. It's such an integral part. It's such a, it's been brought. I'm trying to look around for the word. It's so, like, I was like, it's so, you know, but no, like, our hair is literally our journey. Even if you have no hair, if you're a bald head body, or if, you know, you're Afro queen, like, at the end of the day, or, you know, relaxed reina, I don't know, man. But it's really one of those things where it's just like, it's part of us. Like literally, no offense, but most of the times, 9 times, if not 10 times out of 10, you can tell somebody's cultural or demographic from their hair texture. So our hair, you can't hide it. You can try to slick it down. You can try to put it behind a headband. But at the end of the day, you see somebody's hair who's type 4, you know what time it is. Okay. Not saying that different ethnicities can't have that, but you know, type 4, come on up. I was like, come on now. But no, I really am at that point where I feel like I want to start being more picky, because we have this tendency, especially in the natural hair community, where we'll take anything, you know, please, we'll take anything. So I really feel like we need to start being picky. And I don't think this show even went viral. I think there's a couple of scenes that went viral on the TikTok, but other than that, like, there hasn't really been a lot of people talking about it. I only heard about it from TikTok, honestly. I didn't really even know what was going on with the show. But yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, I turned it off. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, it's 30 minutes. Life's too short. Them 20 minutes, those 20 Earth minutes that I gave the show, I wasn't too happy about it. So those 20 minutes that I gave, the 20 minutes that I wasted my time, which I don't know how I can get that back. Have to ask Ant-Man about that. I don't know how I can get it back, but I didn't really like the fact that like the end result was just like, okay, don't do this sin, but do this sin almost, you know, like don't do this hair sin, but do this hair sin. Like, don't get a wig, but also let me give you this chemical that has been known to cause fibroids. Why do y'all think that fibroids is so vampant? I'm about to say rampant. Why do you think fibroids are so vampant in Black women? Who else is getting relaxers out here? I don't know anybody who is. If people think relaxers or perms are like, you know, from the 80s, no, we're talking about relaxer, like relaxing our hair that don't need to be relaxed. But no, I'm really at that point where I feel like we got to start being picky, like start giving our attention to more. Only reason why I even reviewed this because I saw it. I was like, I don't think people saw this series. And I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they didn't. I mean, it is on YouTube. I watched the full episode on YouTube. So you can go watch episode 1 and you will probably stop at the same part that I did, because I'm just like, to me, like, it's just synonymous with saying that, okay, well, we're going to make you over, time to take your glasses off. We're going to make you over, time to straighten your hair. Like, I don't like the fact that my battery is about to die, but I don't like that, you know, like, you're basically telling me, like, low-key, it's kind of like with Princess Diaries, which is one of my favorite videos. I even did like my own version of it, but you know, it's telling little girls, I was old enough to know what it meant, but like, it's telling little girls everywhere that your curly hair is not princess worthy. Your curly hair is ugly. So we need you to give you a makeover. And you know how many times I've watched movies and it's like a makeover. I was like, watch, they about to bring this out. They about to bring the little, they about to, I'm trying to straighten it. They about to bring the little, they about to bring the, I'm doing this so I can get my thumbnail. They about to bring the little straightener out. But honestly, like, I really want you guys to be more picky. And I think we also need to support shows that actually support us back. Like, not just shows that are just basically trying to, you know, profit off of our insecurities, our traction alopecia. Okay, traction alopecia, bald spots, like, I really want to watch a show where it's showing like, okay, well, you don't know this technique. Let me show you a twist out. Let me do a flat twist. Let me give you a natural hairstyle that's your hair with no extension in it. Like, one of the reasons why my channel, I mean, it's not big, but one of the reasons why my channel, one of my first videos that I had 20,000 views is because I did my own hair. They're like, finally, I don't gotta buy nothing. Like, every single hairstyle I've seen for natural hair community is just like, all right, and then here's the hair, and then here's the hair extension. I'm like, well, damn. Like, it's just like, well, damn. Like, another video where I gotta buy something else. So, I don't know. I think that we are moving towards it, but if you guys want me to review the second episode or finish the first one, I will. But y'all gotta let me know in the comments. I'm making content for y'all. I'm also making content for me, but I want to make stuff that you guys are actually gonna watch in 2023. Don't forget to subscribe, share. It's Claire here. Bye. Not the remote being off.